Hey there.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for hopping on. I know it's just oatmeal, but there's a lot to oatmeal that you can do, and I wanted to get your feedback on what you can do with some oatmeal.
Well, this is helpful actually because just yesterday my husband came home with oatmeal and I'm like, I haven't had oatmeal since you ripped it open in those packages and, it had predetermined flavors. So this is going to be an interesting, perfect timing for this video.
You like these little guys?
Yeah, like those.
We're not making this kind of oatmeal.
I don't know how to make oatmeal any other way, so this is perfect.
No, we're gonna make this kind of oatmeal. So it's not steel cut oats, which is the most raw form of oatmeal.
Which I don't like.
Rolled oats. So they steam them and they make them flat. It's the rolled part. So we're gonna make a easy to do recipe with oatmeal that gives you the same amount of protein as if you had 3 eggs. So it'll keep you going. And it gives you an entire serving of fruit. So it's
sounds good.
I like it. Gets me going and keeps you full. And if you're like me and you went to one of the Costco like stores and came home with 300 servings of oatmeal.
No, I'm not, but we have a container, a tube container.
Would you like to see my huge thing of oatmeal?
I mean, yeah, sure. I'll know where to go.
It's right. Yeah, when you need oatmeal, I got you.
You can drop it out of your window because we're social distancing here, so I can't come over and enjoy it. Oh my goodness.
And for scale,
that's gigantic.
I think it's about the same size as my torso.
Wow. Okay, that's a lot of oatmeal.
Yeah.
Are they in individual bags or what?
There's 2 bags.
Okay.
So I started one.
All right.
I don't really want to invest in like organizing containers to store the oatmeal right now because I don't normally have this much dry goods on hand.
Right.
And I'm okay with that. But if you have like a big family and this is a typical ordering amount, then I would definitely invest in some containers.
All right.
Put this back and then we'll get started.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we're going to post the recipe on our website so you can have an ingredient list and quantities. But this makes what I call 2 servings, so the amount you actually want to eat in the morning, not like the little packets. I find when I do the packet version, I tear 2.
Correct. So, yeah, I remember that.
All right, so what you'll need at home, you'll need 1 apple. And I have a Gala, but you could use any apple that you like. You have a 1.5 cups of old-fashioned rolled oats. Got 4 tablespoons of peanut butter. This version is sugar-free peanut butter. If you're using peanut butter with sugar, though, you want to reduce the amount of sugar you add in later if you're trying to be conscious of that.
Okay.
Sugar is, of course, optional, but I have a 1/4 cup of light brown sugar, and this is not packed tight. I'm just filling it up and
leveling it
out. Yeah. A teaspoon of coconut oil.
Is there an alternative to coconut oil if I don't have that?
Yeah, you could use cooking oil, any cooking oil. You could use butter if you wanted to. That would be delicious.
Okay, I have plenty of that.
Yeah. And then we have a little bit of vanilla extract. So this here is 1/2 teaspoon. I like things very cinnamony, so this is another 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon.
I like a lot of cinnamon as well.
And then last but not least, a pinch of salt. You can use any salt that you have on hand. I happen to be using Himalayan salt at the moment. So we're just going to chop up the apple. And since I want to try to share some tips with people who might also be watching this video later, there's kind of like 2 camps on cutting up an apple. one way I think produces a lot of waste, so I don't use the method where you cut off 4 sides to make a kind of like a square core. So I'm just gonna cut it into quarters, and then I do what my mom taught me how to do, which is to make 2 cuts.
Mm-hmm.
You just take out the little.
Okay.
That's pretty standard, right? Is that what you? I mean, we're both from Indiana.
We're both from Indiana. That's how I learned as well.
So we'll have to find out if there's a difference in like different places around the country or the world.
I don't know. I think I've migrated to the other way, but that is how I was taught.
For like speed of cutting and stuff?
No, I think because I don't normally use a whole apple for anything. So.
Ah, that makes sense.
Then I have, half an apple laying there, and it's. Anyway, I obviously don't use a lot of apples.
Well, a lot of apples are really big now. And they actually, a lot of, like a whole apple sometimes is 2 servings.
Well, that might be why.
Anyway, so the next thing after we cut it to the size we want, or core it, we're going to cut it to the size we want. So I'm going to make a large dice, more or less. And that just means that I'm making cubes, or close to cubes.
Whatever your preferred bite size is.
Yeah, I mean, you can make it small too. What we're going to do next with the pieces is we're going to saute them so that they get caramelized and make them the texture a little softer from being cooked. So, yeah, so you can play with it.
So your oatmeal intake has increased during lockdown?
Yeah, because we couldn't get eggs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, we can get them now, but the first week that we were on lockdown, the store that we would normally go to was out of eggs.
Oh, we went to our farmer's market, so.
That's a great idea.
They are still open as of last week, so.
And just for anybody watching, that we're in San Francisco. Okay. Are there any coming up this week? There's one on Fridays, right, in Civic Center?
That's usually Wednesdays.
Was it Wednesday?
And Saturdays at Fillmore as well as downtown, and Sundays at Fort Mason. So you could walk over to Fort Mason. I don't know if they have an egg guy. The egg guy is the Fillmore on Saturdays.
Okay, so I just get a saucepan out, and I don't know the size of this one actually. It doesn't say. I think it's probably like 3 quarts.
Okay.
But it could be like 2.5 quarts. I don't see any reading. Anyway, so your saucepan that you have at home, I'm trying to think of how big it is, but hopefully you can kind of see how big you need. And
it's not super small, and it's not gigantic. It's just right.
It's the Goldilocks.
It's the Goldilocks pan.
Okay, so we're gonna add the meat at kind of a medium high, so that when we add the oil and then add the apple, we want to get that nice sizzle. And I might pull the camera down so you guys can hear the sizzle, because you want to get that when you're sauteing. So give that a minute. So what else have you been doing to stay occupied?
I've been watching some PBS shows, series.
Marty Pants?
Well, no, they're fictional. So, what else have I been doing? I have books to read. I was working a little bit, organizing my closet. I still have to do that, but that'll be next on the to-do list. Right after that, right after this, I can go organize. I can keep you on to organize my closet with me.
Yeah, we can do that. I would love that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I organized my freezer.
Oh.
I
don't have much in my freezer than like 6 chicken breasts, so and ice cubes.
Yeah. So we normally have, like easy to eat foods for when our weeks are busy.
Mm-hmm.
But I found that I wanted to have more vegetables on hand in
Mm-hmm.
case we had to like not leave the house for a few days.
Right.
And then I wanted to make sure I could visually see if I had the amount of vegetables I wanted to keep.
Okay.
So I'll send you a photo later, and
That
I'll
would be
post
good.
I'll post it on social media too, so people can see
I
what
should follow your rule because we are actually out of vegetables. I think I have 2 zucchinis left. I think that's about it. So
Yeah, well,
celery.
Sorry.
What celery, onions, and 2 zucchinis. So
Well, you can make a lot of meals with that,
there we go.
especially if you have eggs.
I have a few left.
Okay, I'm gonna check the pan.
All right.
See. So it should feel hot, but not like it shouldn't scare your hand away right away. Hot. But I'm gonna turn it down a little bit because it felt a little warmer than I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm adding in my oil, which will melt here in just a second. And then I'm adding in my apples.
Ooh, I hear the sizzle.
I'm actually going to turn it down to medium now. And give it like a nice color. As soon as I get them to the color I want, I'll show you where we're taking it.
And you left the skins on?
I did for nutrition. That also gives it another texture.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's not a Hoosier thing though. I don't think. Do you
To
guys
leave the
keep
skin
things
on?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Depends on what it is. We could get into the mashed potatoes skin on debate.
Is there a debate?
Some people hate skins in their mashed potatoes. I don't mind them.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, if you want super silky, glorious, home puree, that's a little different. But if you just want some nice mashed potatoes next to a roast, I don't mind skin in it.
I mean, it's a lot like it's more country style for sure.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if I can get you to see this or not.
I'm looking.
Can you see?
I just tipped down like I was gonna look at it. Yeah, I see it. I'm like, what?
Let me do the tipping for you.
I'm really not there. There you go. Okay.
So you can see there's some brown.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna take it so that all the apples are kind of coated with that color brown.
Okay.
So it's gonna keep going.
So I have been cooking more, and we've been enjoying lunches out on our patio here. So that's been very nice because it's sunny right at noon on our patio.
Oh, it sounds so nice to have outside space.
It is, yes. I am very happy to have this outside space. So is the dog. So she gets to enjoy the sunshine midday. We're not there yet.
I heard they're closing the dog parks. Did that actually happen?
I don't know. They're supposed to be closing the tennis courts and the basketball courts and whatnot as well. And I saw people playing basketball and tennis yesterday. So I don't know. I haven't been taking Annie to the dog park, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's really best to avoid people right now.
Yeah, Ocean Beach parking has been totally shut down. We drove by yesterday to get outside. And you? What else have you been doing other than organizing your freezer? What other projects?
Every day organizing my freezer. I've been counting
we've been locked down
Canadian.
we've been on lockdown for 2 weeks, so I think you've probably accomplished quite a bit.
Yeah, I have a starter going. I think everybody in America who has baked at some point with pleasure has a sourdough starter going.
I do not, but I've been watching quite a few on Instagram from local bakeries showing how to do that. So I'm a little leery of it, but
Yeah, well, I was going to use mine to bake bread, of course, but I was going to experiment with using it for pizza dough.
oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, the influence of Tartine Bakery here, the head baker, and I'm very bad with names, but I'll post it later. He has a book, and he's definitely a master baker, and he shared that he uses his starter to make his pizza dough. So
Yeah.
I was intrigued. I have a pizza dough recipe that ferments in the fridge for 3 days, which tastes really nice.
Okay. I have not ventured into that yet. So.
Yeah. I've been drawing cartoon animals on my windows.
That's true for the bear hunt.
For the bear hunt, and I also created a I don't know if it's an Easter bunny. It's definitely a bunny. My friend's daughter requested that I draw a bunny.
Okay.
So I'll post that later too.
You are pretty high up. Can they be seen from the ground?
The bunny can, the bear you can see, but you can't make out what it is. So pro tip, when you're making drawings for the public, use bright colors, not browns and blacks.
Not brown, all right.
Yeah, they don't seem to be as visible from street level.
Okay. Well, we don't live on street level, so we're on a courtyard.
Yeah.
No one's going on bear hunts.
All right, so I got a little distracted by our conversation.
Oh no, did we burn the apples?
They're extra caramelized. So we're gonna add in the water.
How much water? Oh, are you gonna add the oats to that?
Yes, so I bring my water to a boil and then I add the oats. So,
okay, so I thought you were gonna be adding the apples at the end on top of, but no.
No,
that's like your oatmeal stock.
It's my oatmeal stock. No, in the mornings I could take them out and plate them, and you can do that. That would be very beautiful. But in the mornings, I just need to eat and then get going.
Right. And I think we are chatting, so this is taking a little longer than maybe normally you would spend on the oatmeal?
Yeah, a little bit, but not too much. I'll empty the dishwasher while it's sauteing.
That's multitasking.
Yeah.
Use that time wisely.
I got the vanilla, half teaspoon, poured it in. Add the salt. This is a pinch of salt. And if you're adding sugar, then you can add it now.
Okay.
It's got hard. And you can add the cinnamon and use the cinnamon spoon to get your brown sugar that's just dried.
It probably normally wouldn't sit that long.
No, it wouldn't. So I really appreciate you helping me earlier with positioning the ingredients so we can have a nice photo for people to look at later.
Art directing your ingredients. That was fun. Remotely, of course.
I might have to call you again. So anybody who's watching this right now, Kelly Borvis is an amazing photographer. She works with Restoration Hardware and other awesome brands, like mine sometimes.
With yours too.
Even tiny ones, but mostly big ones.
Everything in between.
And everything in between. I love it. Everything in between.
Always a pleasure to work with you. Even remotely via chat and text and what else were we using for video? Zoom, I guess, to see how your ingredients were looking. So that was a new experiment. That was good.
Yeah, we're all learning new skills right now.
So it works. Whatever gets the job done.
Yeah, and also I guess since I'm telling all my secrets right now, I don't usually put my mise en place out for breakfast.
No, that's not normal.
Not for me. No, I don't want to do any more dishes than I have to.
This
So
is true. Yeah, we've been doing using a lot more dishes since being home than actually
for
eating
real.
meals at home. Oh my goodness. We run the dishwasher every day, I think, or twice.
Yeah, I think we're doing it about the same.
Yeah.
I used to say that I could tell how much money we were or were not spending based upon how often we run the dishwasher, with the dishwasher being a strong indicator of not eating out.
Well, yes, that's kind of like the Big Mac index, the dishwasher index.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, well,
All right,
it is a
so
lot different. Go through a lot more
we have
dishes.
water. Sorry to interrupt you. We have water that's boiling now.
Oh, and for the oats.
So time for the oats. Um,
And that was 1.5 cups?
1 3/4.
1 3/4 cups.
Oh no, you're right. It's 1.5.
1.5. All right.
It's 2 3/4 cups water. Okay, so you want the secret to a really nice oatmeal is stirring it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Obviously, you would stir it just after you put it in, but once it kind of starts to release its, what's the word? Starch. Once it starts releasing the starches, the more you stir it, the silkier it gets.
Is there gluten in oatmeal?
What is it?
Is there gluten in oatmeal?
I think that technically it has like really small amounts of it, but most people, unless they're celiac, if you're gluten free, a lot of people will eat oatmeal.
Okay.
But, yeah, so you want to stir it.
Not that I'm just curious. I'm not gluten free, but it seemed like a good question.
It's my understanding that there's trace amounts of gluten, and I don't know if it's because it's like the production of it is in a facility that processes wheat, or if the plant itself has gluten.
I don't know.
Fun fact: if you're a agricultural scientist watching this and you know the answer, please let us know.
Put that in the comments.
Put it in the comments. I don't think I know any agricultural scientists. Do you?
I know I do not.
I know people who work. I know a veterinarian that works with animals, like livestock animals. But,
I have no idea.
all right, so we're stirring.
What's it doing over there?
Yeah, I'll bring it over.
And now you just boil this down until it's the thickness you like, or what?
Yeah, until you get, so oatmeal will continue to thicken and absorb the liquids. So I don't know if you can see.
I can see.
I can't tilt it that much this time.
No, yeah, you refrain. That's fine.
Yeah, so just stir it up, and then in a minute we're gonna add the peanut butter when it's about ready to serve. And then for plating, you just a little tiny sprinkle of cinnamon, just to give it a little bit of color. But it's breakfast. It's okay if you don't have perfect, beautiful plating.
Oh, come on now, really?
Well, I mean, maybe you do beautiful plating.
Oh, no. I am not good at food presentation. I kind of just plop it on the plate. So setting up the mise en place beforehand is great, but no, the plating itself, I'm not an expert. I'm not a food stylist.
That's a really tough job because the level of detail you have to go to is really, really high.
I leave that to others.
Anyways,
I'll give my 2 cents about, a little something here or there, but. And how long does it take to boil down all that water?
That's a great question. It usually takes about 5 to 10 minutes for me.
So are we gonna chat for the whole 5 to 10 minutes, or should we just?
Hope so.
Yeah. Okay.
I hope you'll want to talk to me some more.
I don't know what stimulating content that'll be, but.
Yeah. Well, what else what were you what did you grow up eating like for breakfast?
Well, Saturday mornings consisted of powdered sugar donuts while my mother was at work and I watched cartoons. We did eat our fair share of oatmeal.
Yeah.
Fried eggs, except I always thought they tasted like metal, so I'd feed the bottom part to the dog.
The bottom part of the egg?
Fried eggs, I never liked the hard bottom. It tasted like metal. I don't know.
Oh, because it like develops the skin?
I don't know. I have no idea. Organic eggs don't taste like that though. So I would never eat the bottom of a fried egg.
Okay.
A lot of scrambled eggs. Blueberry pancakes. So we did our regular omelets. My dad taught us to make omelets when I was young. I just made a rolled omelet the other day.
That's fancy. Did you like do the little slit to like put in the filling too?
I didn't do anything about a slit, so I don't know about that. Maybe I didn't do it right. I just rolled it out of the pan onto the plate. Maybe that's technically not a rolled omelet. I don't know.
I think that counts. If it rolled off of the pan into the plate, it's definitely rolled.
All right. So I don't know what else. Yeah. Pop-Tarts are always a favorite.
We're getting pretty close, but we're not there yet. So I want to see if you can see the consistency. Can you see what's coming off the spoon?
Yeah, it's way too watery.
Yeah, it's too watery. It should be thick and kind of sticky looking.
Right. And what did you grow up eating in your Bloomington, Indiana? Was it different than my northern Indiana near Chicago?
I mean, we had eggs sometimes. What did we eat? Pancakes for sure. Waffles. We had a waffle maker at one point.
I never liked waffles.
You what?
I did not like waffles.
So like a texture issue?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Too much hard outer edge.
Kind of like the egg problem. Me, Kelly, she loves things that are soft and delicate in the middle.
So yeah, and pancakes had to have blueberries in them or else I wouldn't eat them.
Not even chocolate chip pancakes?
Oh God, no. No, that's wrong. I don't think those were a thing until after I was, yeah, we never had chocolate chip pancakes. Did you have them?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they're a little more practical probably to make when you have 5 kids to feed.
Maybe. I didn't learn about them until Denny's, which I didn't go to till I was 18.
Yeah. I was just remembering, my mom used to wake me up sometimes with like freshly squeezed orange juice.
Ooh.
It was delicious.
Yes, as it is.
You can get out of bed when somebody brings you orange juice that they just juiced.
Yes, it is a wonderful thing.
Pro tip if you have teenagers and they like orange juice.
Fresh squeezed.
No need for an alarm clock, just give them some freshly made orange juice.
And some chocolate pancakes?
Yeah, and then give them a shot of insulin. No, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't give them medicine they don't need.
Refrain.
All right, so we're almost there. And I think I can show you the liquids now. Now you can see that like the food is dripping off with it. It's thick enough to have held the oat pieces. So. Okay. So I'm gonna add in the peanut butter now, and it's gonna make it look less beautiful. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
But it's 2/3 of the protein that you're gonna eat, so it's worth it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I love apple with peanut butter. It's like, it's one of my favorite snacks as a kid too.
Mine was cream cheese. Anything that you're supposed to put peanut butter on, I put cream cheese on. Cream cheese and jelly. Celery and cream cheese.
I wonder if you could make oatmeal cream cheese and jelly.
I don't know. You could give it a try.
All right, so we're done. And this is the final result. You have nice caramelized apples in there. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I can see.
And kind of a camel brown color.
And the red skin looks lovely in there. Adds a little bit of color.
Serve some up for the viewer. All right, so we have their nice silky texture, and we have a serving of apples and 21 grams of protein. So not too bad for starting your day.
Can we put a little sprinkle of cinnamon on top?
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that drawer. Nice. What are you, an organizer?
Maybe. I love my spice drawer.
Did you put the vanilla in?
Yeah, it was in the water.
Ah, okay.
So it's part of the the oatmeal stock.
Right, part of the oatmeal stock.
Yeah.
There we go.
On.
Look at that.
Ready to go.
Well, I wish I could come over and have some and a cup of coffee.
I know.
Uh-oh, we're frozen.
We'll have to do it again sometime where you can actually eat the
You're frozen. Oop, there you are. You're back. Yeah, we will. You'll have to make this in person.
I'm back.
You're back.
We will. We'll do it. Maybe we'll have some cartoons. All right. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for helping me today.
Oh, my pleasure. Anytime. And enjoy your breakfast.
I will. Thanks.
All right.
All right. See you soon.
Have a great day. Bye. Oh, that's right. Stop.